Stu Alexander gets the game in motion. Tremendous atmosphere inside Tynecastle for an Edinburgh derby which is full of interest, much of it generated of course by the new blood in both sides. And the team news is that Hearts have brought Alec MacDonald back into the side in midfield to lead by example, replacing Donald Clark in that area of the field. And up front, Sandy Clark makes his first appearance at Tynecastle in Hearts colours, having already endeared himself to the Hearts supporters by scoring a winning goal at Capello last week. And Hibs are without Gordon Ray at centre-half. He's suspended. The replacement is Willie Jimison. But guiding Hibs from midfield will be little Tommy Craig, who's playing his first match after his signing from Carlisle United, the player assistant manager who left Aberdeen in 1969 for £100,000 to join Sheffield Wednesday as an 18-year-old. So a huge crowd inside Tynecastle, and both sets of supporters clearly very optimistic about the outcome of the match. Hearts encouraged by the arrival of Sandy Clark to join John Robertson up front. And Hibs supporters too, very encouraged by the arrival of Tommy Craig for one, and also by the appearance in the side up front of Gordon Durie. That's Alec MacDonald playing it in. There's Sandy Clark, and the free kick is given. No, it's not. The referee waves play on. Snedden's tackle is allowed, and there's a first look at Gordon Durie, the new Hibs striker. £65,000 signing from East Fife. McNamara. The Hearts defence hesitated and Callaghan didn't. With a chance for Hibs. Durie, and saved on the line by Henry Smith. There was no referee's whistle. That was a great opportunity for Hibs. Gordon Durie hanging his head. He knows perfectly well he should have taken a chance to put Hibs in front. Callaghan's cross looping beyond the Hearts defence. A clear header at goal in the first instance. That was blocked straight to the feet of Gordon Durie. It looked as though he must score, but Smith blocked it with his legs. Willie Irvin. There's Kane. So Paul Kane goes very close to the opening goal. He got two last week to win the match for Hibs. Irvin breaking on the left. The driven cross, and Kane going up to nod it over the top. Willie Jimison's had a good match at centre half so far for Hibs. There he goes again. MacDonald lifting the boot too high in the challenge with Willie Irvin. Irvin was looking to chest that ball down, and MacDonald came in behind him. Indirect free kick to be taken by Jackie McNamara for Hibs. Craig at the far side of the box, a good header in. There's Willie Irvin. And once again the Hearts defence was static, and Irvin almost made them pay. They'll flag up on the near side, bringing play to a halt, but that was another moment of anxiety for the Hearts defence. The free kick taken by McNamara, finding little Tommy Craig leaping above the defence to knot it down. The defence hardly moved. Willie Irvin was there, and Henry Smith was at full stretch to divert the ball wide. John Blackley may well feel encouraged by his team performance. There he is in the middle of the Hibs dugout. Jamison again standing firm in these challenges with Sandy Clark. Kane winning it back from MacDonald. MacDonald's interception. Very firm initial challenge by Tommy Craig on Levine. Here's Bone. Screening the ball from Snedden. Not entirely successfully though. Good ball on from Clark. Robertson intercepts. And almost a disaster there for Hibs. It was Ralph Callaghan's error, and he knows it. There looked to be no danger at all until that pass back was attempted, and the very sharp alert figure of John Robertson almost made Hibs pay. Back it comes to MacDonald. A deflection, was there? Well, if there was, it came from a Hearts man. As far as the referee is concerned, that's a goal kick. Good challenge by Levine on Rice. Robertson with the throw. Craig intercepting. And there's trouble here for John Robertson. He went in high and late on Tommy Craig. And he has undoubtedly incurred the wrath of the referee. Tommy Craig in trouble. And it will be a booking for the Hearts striker. As Tommy Craig clawed that ball inside with his left boot, Robertson came in rather with that high late tackle. Rice anxious to use Tommy Craig as the fireworks are set off behind the goal to our right, populated by Hibs supporters. There goes Robertson. Now Sandy Clark has come wide to get away from Jimison. Taking him on now for pace. It's a great ball across. Jimmy Bone is there. Now that was tremendous defensive work by Tommy Craig. Craig matched the run of Jimmy Bone all the way back. And had he not done so, there's no doubt at all that Sandy Clark's cross would have been bulleted home by Bone's head. There's Black with a corner. McNamara was there. Ruff was underneath it, under pressure. Roddy McDonald was the man close to him. And the Hearts supporters are enjoying this spell of home pressure. Far post ball this time. Jimmy Bone there. There's Sandy Clark. Good play by Clark. Levine missed it. There's Walter Kidd. And Willie Irvin now with a bit of time to clear things up for Hibs. Handball by Whittaker. Bit unlucky, the ball broke very awkwardly for him. It's picked up by Kidd for Hearts. Clark brought down by Jimison. He went down in rather spectacular fashion, but there's no doubt he was fouled. Nevertheless, Jimison's had a good match so far. Chance for Bone. Robertson's free kick. Bone's header. And you can't get much closer than that. Well, you can see from the free kick, it was clearly aimed by Robertson for Bone, who arrived very late into the box. He got in front of Alan Snedden, but couldn't keep the header down. Injury time now in the first half, but there's no more left. There goes the half-time whistle, bringing to an end 45 minutes of tremendous action. Hibs had the early initiative, and Gordon Jury, departing there, was the man who had the best chance of the first half, right at the start when he took the header down from Willie Irvin. Had all the time in the world to try to beat Henry Smith, but played the ball against the goalkeeper's legs. As the first half wore on, Hearts came back into the match and they almost snatched the lead right on half-time, with Jimmy Bone going in with a flying header from John Robertson's free kick. So honours just about even in the first half, which was thoroughly relished by the Edinburgh fans. So Hibs with the benefit of the breeze start the second half on both sides, thoroughly justifiably well received by their respective supporters when they appeared after the interval. I think both sets of supporters could take a lot of encouragement from the performance served up in that first half. And it will be interesting to see how Hibs adjust things a little bit, because they lost the grip they had initially in that first half. And no doubt they've had some time to think about it and discuss remedies. Levine forcing his way forward, and that's well taken by Alan Ruff. Bone and Robertson in close attendance after that run from Levine. There goes Black, he's away from Callaghan. Back now to Alec MacDonald. Now Bone. Hibs have got a lot of players back. Kidd trying to put pressure on too, but there's Rice with Levine challenging. Done by Clark. John Robertson chasing. Oh, he was in very harshly on the goalkeeper. The referee is going to allow this goal, I think. No, he's chucked it off. Jimmy Bone turned it in, but the goal will not stand. And referee Hugh Alexander looks the calmest man in the field. Well, I think the referee was perfectly correct. You see this again. A very bad pass back, putting Alan Rough under pressure. He came to meet the ball. Robertson went in very fiercely indeed, with a foot up for my money. As the ball broke free, the referee had blown his whistle. And now there will be a substitution for Hibs. Gordon Jury is going off, and the replacement is the experienced figure of Bobby Thompson. So Jury departs after a lot of running and effort up front for Hibs. Thompson is the replacement. Clark playing it back. There's Willie Irvin. And excellent goalkeeping by Smith. That pass back almost costing Hearts dear. Clark played it back, but it was Irvin racing onto it, and Smith was very alert indeed. So Willie Johnston waits on the Hearts bench. Shadler, now Rice, Callaghan. Point header. Willie Irvin's header over the top, but the referee has given the corner kick. A deflection from a defender. So now it's Hibs' turn to turn the screw in the Hearts defence. Sliding it across, there was Thompson. Couldn't get the header directed downwards. There's Callaghan. Now Craig. Playing it back inside, a miscue by Tommy Craig. Perhaps stealing the pace now. 33 years old he is, and his first game in the Premier League. Jimison penalised, climbing on Sandy Clark. So the game entering that very nervous period when any defensive mistake could mean disaster. Inside the last 10 minutes, and there may well be no chance for either side to recover from losing a goal at this stage. There's John Robertson, and beautifully taken by Ruff. Well, Robertson once again finding space in the box as only he seems to be able to. Leaping well, the backward header, and Ruff taking it very calmly under the crossbar. Black stopped by Ralph Callaghan. Bone holding off Snedden to release McDonald inside. There's Clark. And Rice currently back to goalkeeper Ruff. Promising build-up though, that from Hearts along the deck from midfield. Hibs this time have an opportunity to make a late bid for a winner. Bobby Thompson. Now Rice takes over. There's Willie Irvin trying to turn in the box. Fine save by Smith. But Irvin showing the menace which brought so many goals to Hibs last season. Turning in the ball and chesting it down in the box and hooking it towards goal. Didn't get a lot of power into it, but Smith was across his line very quickly.
Large supporters want the ball pumped upfield, but it's too late now. There goes the final whistle. Edinburgh Derby is over with honours even. No goals, but lots of action, tremendous commitment. The game played with a real cup tie atmosphere about it. But in the end, neither side could find the net. And in Edinburgh, for the week to come, everyone can keep their heads.
This week, call his attentions.